Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to review and play Inside the Park VR, a game on the Steam store for the HTC Vive, Valve Index, Oculus Rift, and Windows Mixed Reality. It normally retails for, I believe it's $19.99. I got a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game. This game is out. It's been out for a while. I believe it's already like in a 1.05 update. This developer does respond on the community forums and has been updating the game, so that's good. And the ball physics are also pretty good. I also like the stats that are behind you as far as keeping track of the pitch speed, the pitch type, the bat speed, the exit velocities, the spin rate, the distance once you hit the ball. Those are all wonderful stats. And it's a pretty nice looking stadium as well. I currently have it set for the pitching machine. I'll change later to a pitcher. And I'm right-handed. I'm using an aluminum bat just for the demonstration purposes. I have the ball trail on. I have the music off. And let me show you that really quickly on the menu. So you see general settings, nighttime. There's two environments. One's this park. The other is just a batting cage. Mode, hitting, had this right, difficulty professional, and mode settings as well. Fastball, pitch delay 4 seconds. So you can change the time in between pitches to shorter or longer. And the release type, the tee height if you're using a tee. Drills, there's some couple of drills. I'll show some of that. The equipment. I'm going to stick with the default for right now. Let me change the controller type to Oculus Touch. I don't think this really makes any difference. It keeps changing it back to Valve Index so after each time I play. I'm not sure why. So, unfortunately, I cannot recommend this game. And I'm sad to say that because I do like several things about this game. As far as, like I mentioned, the ball physics and keeping track of the different pitch type, the bat speed, exit velocity, that's all wonderful. But it just has some fatal flaws that need to be corrected before I could ever recommend this game, especially for the current price point of, I believe, again, $20. So the first thing that's wrong with this game, and if you're going to do a baseball sim, not an arcade one, then you need a bat that you hold with two hands. So you see I have my Oculus Touch controllers, and I have the bat in the right hand, and in my left hand I just have a touch controller that does nothing. I can't use it to grab onto the bat. It's really used for nothing, and in fact it causes a problem. It's really easy to touch the joystick and teleport out of your current spot. That's happened to me several times. I think just from practice I'm getting used to not touching the joystick. Basically I just move my thumb way out of the way so that I can't hit it accidentally. I still hit it accidentally a few times, so I'm trying really hard not to hit it by accident. So right now I'm holding it like I would two-handed, and I'm sort of like in an open stance, almost, maybe like a three-quarter open stance. Again, I'm right-handed. I'm near the plate. I haven't played baseball in a long time. The last time I played it was in junior high, but I was a baseball fan, so I do know a little bit about baseball. The second thing wrong is the game, and you can tell, is just a lot of the pitches are all over the place. So this is the hitting machine, and I have it set right now to just throw fastballs, but there's no way to tell it. I just want fastballs right down the middle to practice, and it doesn't do that. It just throws balls way all over the place, and it seems to throw more balls than strikes, and they're just all over the place. So it really makes practicing hitting the ball difficult because of that. So let me go ahead and try. So you see that was way over my head. And by the way, there's no way to set player height. I'm not sure how to do it. It seems like a lot of the pitches are much higher than they should be. But again, there's no way to... It seems like the player height is kind of accurate, sort of. Maybe I'm a little too low. Maybe I need to be a little bit higher. But again, there's no way to correct that from within the game. So let's just work with what we got and try to hit the ball. So that was a foul ball. Again, these pitches are just way too high. They're basically unhittable. I'm trying to hit them anyways. Okay, that was a foul ball. They're just way too high. There's hardly anything that's hittable. Well, that was hit pretty well, even though it was way above my head. But that was a foul ball. Jesus. It's just too hard to hit the ball with. They're nowhere near hittable. Again, nowhere near hittable. I tried. Jesus, come on, throw one good pitch, one right thumb, come on. That was the only hittable pitch, and I hit it right behind me. Okay. Let me change to a pitcher. So mode settings. Instead of that, I'm going to go to a right-hand pitcher because that's the most likely scenario. Maybe I'll get more lucky with the pitcher. And again, this is professional level, but you can see the pitch speed is kind of low. 51, that's not really professional level. Yeah, pitch speed too fast. That's the highest. And professional difficulty is just not accurate. Yeah, they should be at least 80 miles per hour, if not 90. And 50 is just not going to cut it. It's just way too slow. Come on, come on, come on. Throw me a pitch right down the middle. And it's not really the speed that affects me. It's just the location of the pitches. They're all over the place. Plus, you can't really grab the bat correctly. Even if you were doing mixed reality, I don't know where you would put your left hand. Okay. That's good enough. I hit it. That may have been a hit. I'm not sure that's very realistic, but we'll go with it. Let's do some fielding. So there is no pitching, which is a kind of a letdown. I think a lot of people would like to pitch, but the throwing mechanic is really bad. Let me see the mode settings. What do I have it as? Auto teleport. So right now I have it to teleport me to where the ball should be going. And so far it's not teleporting me anywhere. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm not sure if it's just not working. Okay. So you see I got the ball in the glove. Now the other problem is the same as before, as I mentioned. Your left hand touch controller is the glove, but your right hand touch controller is not a hand. And so the way that you get the ball out is you get near the ball and you press trigger. But you see how there was like a little jump, a little teleport? So it doesn't feel realistic. This is supposed to teleport me near the ball, but it's not doing it right now. It worked before, but I've noticed it just doesn't always work. It seems to work randomly. So let me change it. Let me change to marker. Maybe that'll work. So does the marker work? I don't think anything's working right now. I got close. I got close. So with only teleport and no turning, it is difficult to track the ball. This would need full locomotion at the very least to be able to, to adjust. Unless you got a big play space where you can move around your play space quite a bit, but I don't. So wow, that was a good line drive right at my face that I just missed. Lastly, we're probably going to spend too much time trying to field these balls that due to my small play space, I'm just not going to be able to field without the aids of auto teleportation or the marker. And they're not working right now. They were working earlier. I'm not sure why. So let's go ahead and change it to shortstop. So I'm going to have the AI play first, and I'm going to play shortstop. And let's change it to ground balls only. We don't need the other types. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, there we go. So we fielded the ball. So now again, press trigger here. Let go of this and press trigger. You see there was a little jump to my hand, so you don't really get it out. The physics on that are just not very good. Then you throw it to first, and you see what happened there. The ball kind of went backwards. So there's definitely something wrong with. Okay. Again, I'm not sure what's going on with the throw mechanic, but it just doesn't. There's something wrong with the throw mechanic as well. So while the fielding is good, you can field balls really good, so that feels good, but the actual throwing the ball doesn't feel good. So I just think the game is just too rough around the edges, with not being able to two-hand the baseball bat, with getting the ball out of the glove not being something that's natural and smooth kind of clunky, with some options just working sometimes and not working sometimes, such as again, you can see that I had the auto teleportation on and the marker on. Neither of those ever showed up. And no pitching. That's not an option in this game. The throwing mechanic being really, really off. And lastly, with the strike zone. No strike zone. Doesn't keep track of balls or strikes. And then it seems like most balls are just unhittable. I just cannot recommend this game at the current price. This feels like a early access game on first day out of early access. Something that the developer puts out in early access, but it still needs a lot of work. Instead, this is a full release, and I still think this game needs a lot of work before I could recommend it. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give a negative recommendation. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 10. There's some really good stuff here. The ball physics is excellent. The keeping track of the ball velocity, the pitch velocity, the bat speed, all that's wonderful. But it's all for naught when it has this many errors or this many things lacking in the game. So 4.5 out of 10. I can't recommend it. I'm sorry. I'm Fast Lawyer. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.